Welcome back. We're going to continue with Sunless Sea. Last time we completed the Emperor of Hands quest, as long as the treasure hunt. That's the word I was looking for. We're gonna ignore Restless Nights and King Eater's Keep. So we have the Gnomic Gallivant. This is the person that we helped in Port Cecil. Stand at the altar with a Gnomic Gallivant. He has powdered one of his rubies and is sparkling into and is sprinkling. He has powdered one of his rubies and is sprinkling it into a vial of wine. My brain. It is time, Captain. A man out of time. He downs a vial and begs your pardon. Before you could ask for what, he's bent double in a violent coughing fit. You kneel beside him. His eyes are wide but unseeing. His limbs tremble. He retches. His teeth are stained vivid red. Master Bourdet, he croaks, it is done. The College of Mortality is one less. We had help, a London captain. He pauses, listening. You hear nothing but the Gallivant smile. You hear nothing but the Gallivant smiles. Oh, that is a very just. Is there anything? Yes, I will appreciate them. The Gallivant blinks and laughs. He grins at you, his tongue gleaming with the red with his teeth. From his teeth. My master is a man guided by its principles. Liberty, equality, eternity. If his plans are achieved, you will be among the first to receive immortality. I hope we meet again, then. Promise of liberty, equality, and eternity. You gained one secret, gained one ordinary implication. Okay, and then we also have the sixth witness. Sixth. She waits to hear what you learned at the Gamp hole, the reward of curiosity. You call to her, but she doesn't react. You touch her shoulder, and it gives way. Salt. A sudden breeze blows into your eyes, whittling the statue down to just a small pile at your feet. Only the binoculars remain as they were, untouched and untransmitted. You pick them up and look up to the east. Past the deconstruction, where the known Z ends and the legend begins. Somewhere in the deepest distance, a light flickers. You hear the splashing of a distant wake, getting closer, but it is gone as fast as any other passing fancy. The memory is already fading as you leave. You now have the God of Z Salt's attention. Witness to nothing quality is now 3. The 7th witness has looked east from King Eater's castle. I guess that's us. You gained one searing enigma. Now 6. Okay. I guess that's all we can do here. We have good fuel. So we need to start collecting port reports. It's the next thing. Oh right, I forgot this is you can go underneath this. Hello? Why can't I hit him? Is he behind something? Oh, I guess so. Let's go with her. curiosities, 1 crate of human souls. Not very helpful. Okay, and then we go north to Irim. Where's my list of city? I have my list of what we need. Okay, so we have King Eater's castle, right? King Eater. Polytherium. Shalane Gamble. King Eater's castle. Yeah, okay, so good. Cool. So we need Port Cecil, Mount Palmerston, Khan's Heart, and Areem. Areem we can get. Dread Surmise is the other thing. But we should be able to get a Searing Enigma from Irim, I think. Pretty sure. Or it's Iron Republic, one of the two. Because we need Dread Surmise. No, it's Dread Surmise. And that requires 7 Searing Enigmas. Which I guess is just the game's way of telling you need to complete like 7 major quests or something. Because they seem to always give one. Other than Emperor of Hands that gave coal. For some reason. Or not coal, but what's it called? Yeah, Rage Wrench coal. Something. Pretty sure it was that. And that's for the Curiosity Collector. Same with the violet ink that we got too. Should I pick up supplies? Feel like I should. While we're here. Then I'm gonna run into a spider, I bet. 'Cause we haven't seen it in a while. Oh, I guess not. Can't pull, yeah, can't do anything there. I'm gonna get rid. No, okay, never mind. Can't get rid of it. I was gonna say I was gonna get rid of our human skulls, but I can't. So there we go, north to Rim, which is very north. Actually, I'm gonna go above because I wonder if we can. Kill the, or find the Tree of Ages, because this is the spider place, and I assume that it would be around the spider would be around the spider place, but I don't know. Oh, hello, what are you? Oh, Tree of Ages, there we go. That's the thing that I saw before. Well, now we figured out what that was. And we gotta kill this thing. 38 damage. It's almost dead. dead? Doesn't look all that dead, but... The Tree of Ages uprooted. Its carapace... Carapace? Cracks like armored ice, bulbous, many-legged shapes worm out, flood the water. The spider, which comprise its flesh, fleeing like rats. It's breaking up. We can loot. The Tree of Ages carries no cargo, only spider flesh and venom, but perhaps you have a need for spider flesh. Or we learn. Watch Dissolution, learn what you can. Let's learn. Safe distance. You skit a slick of stinking, dying spider flesh awash with bluish skirt. A slick. With bluish copper smelling blood. Faces form in the bubbles at its edges. Voices cry out in the languages spoken between the stars. The sorrow spiders have come far to lair in this place. And now you have ended their fierce lives. There will be more. There will always be more. You gain 1 searing enigma. You gained 1 extraordinary implication. You gain 10 terror. Cool. So, that's another one dead. I think that's all the big baddies. Truth and dreams. Wars below, bring out the nets. Gained 1 strange catch. You learn, listen to your dreams. Gain 1 terror, 1 memory of distant shore. Okay. Oh hey, it's a crab. I'm just gonna ignore and go past. Because I have no need for crab. Just gonna go around this way. How far are we? Close. Okay. So then what killed this thing? Was it the Tree of Ages or was it the irrepressible? Because both are likely. Urim. Hosts of the Amber Sky. 2 moves in the Great Game. No. Buy for a secret. No. Dread Surmise. Oh, I need 10. Okay. Well, I can buy some. Like that. Oh, no, that's to sell it. Oops. Well, my bad. We will likely have to go kill the pirate poet a bunch. Actually, no, I have a lot of drowning pearls that I can sell to the... Actually, I have a lot of things that I can sell to the... oh, I need Port Cecil. To the... Alright, I can say that we got the port report. Or of Irim. To the... what's her name? The scholar. Because we need 10,000 to get the mansion. Which, I want to do before I retire. But worst case, we just go kill the pirate poet a bunch. Should be fine, though. We also have a bunch of captive treasures that we can sell off when we get to Con 8. Gather intelligence. Cool. While we're here, we might as well grab a Scintillac. And then I'm going to Mount Palmerston and Khan's Heart, Khan's Shadow, and London. Yeah. Or no, Vanderbright, actually. I do... No, let's do it this way. Khan's Shadow, sell off our captive treasures. Actually, sell off a bunch of stuff if we can. And then go to Khan's Heart, collect that port report, and then go Mount Palmerston, then Vanderbright, then London, then retire. Yeah, we'll do that. Okay, what can I sell? Not those. You I can sell. You I can sell. Rest I don't care about. Oops. And then we have Khan's Heart, then Mount Palmerston. Almost. Khan's Heart. Fulfill your spy's needs. We can do this. Because we have one of you. Oh, we also got, Salt's attention. Gained one network. Do this again. Diplomatic agent. Gained 2 moves. Succeeded. All this to get a slightly easier port report, other than it's not. Using that. Okay. Do this. Succeeded. You gain 1 mana, so you have 1 port report. Cool. Actually, you don't have a shop, but I can do this. Oh, are you mad at us? Yeah. Oh well. Too bad. Have a port report. That's all that matters. And now we go to Mount Palmerston, which should be around this angle. Are you the pirate? No, you're not pirate poet. You're just a pirate. Nukes and Scuttle. 1 fuel. Not great. I didn't do much with the Shepherd's Isles, but oh well. And Anth. Didn't do much with Anth. There's a few places that were just kind of meh. Mount Palmerston. Port. Back. You. Visit the Wistful Devilish. Almost there. Time to go. The Brass Embassy has given you the good word. Already packed. Let's go, she says breathily. The Brimstone Invigilators will be here soon. You don't want to meet them. She lifts a single man skin valise. This is what I need. Take me back to London. Cool. Easy enough. And Vanderbright it is. Yeah, roughly that angle. I'm gonna use a fuel to get full power to go slightly faster. Why not? There's a risk, but it's not that big of a risk. Grab. Okay. Should be here soon. Oh, there's also the whole abyss system we didn't do too. There's a bunch of stuff, but leave that for you to play if you want. Or somebody else might have already done it. I don't know. You. I give it the Rage Wrench Cinder. I smell stars. A cavity. Beside the curator's couch holds a humped machine of iron and brass. There, it wheezes. Straining to raise its arms, a recess approximately the size of the cinder waits. You place the cinder there and close the lid. Faint, atonal music like the pricking of starlight drifts from within. I will never see Parabola, the curator wheezes, but perhaps you will. Take this mirror. It was born in a volcano, dark glass, serpent carved. Lost the rage-wrenched cinder, you now have one captivating treasure. Give it the pot of violent ink. We would have made a better contract, but we hungered for the flesh of gods. A stained finger extends a brittle arm from beneath its coverlet, dips it in the ink, conveys the finger back to its hidden mouth. Ah, it says, the color will enter my bones, and then perhaps the moth. So it is the moth that's in the thumb. Okay. It's plainly rumbling, but at least it hasn't forgotten your reward. A cameo of a bandaged beauty painted on the muffled palm of a mummified hand. All right, not to everyone's taste, but it's terribly well executed. You gain one captivating treasure. Receive a final reward. It reaches up to clasp your hand. I'm grateful. You don't know what you've done to me. Accelerated the growth beneath the flesh. Spared me the sanatorium. Here, my dissolution. A birth. The curator moves faster than you've ever seen, flinging its arms back as if in delight. Its chest pulses, then crumbles inwards. It cries out softly and turns its masked face to watch you. Its chest crumbles like damp clay. Something damp and slickly shining pushes out, and Tana rustles. Faceted eyes glisten. The curator's hands reaches up to caress the creature and then goes still forever. It frees itself, flexing damp wings. A moth of prodigious size. Its wings are figured with patterns in familiar colors. Pelagian, Vivric, Irigo, so everything we gave it. The moth perches at the head of the sofa. You've never seen one this big. Its wings are a whole library of glyphs, clues, inkblot images. It's finished, Captain. The obsequious steward says behind you, though he seems less obsequious. Now, all shall be well, and all manner of things shall be well. But first, we can accept the steam yacht's deeds. It was too frail to sail by the time she was completed. It would have wanted you to have her. You will be able to swap the steam yacht with when in Vanderbright. The Leocorthia class is mid-sized ship with 250 hull that increases hearts, avails, and pages by 10 each. We can accept a huge trove of secrets. Perhaps it would have preferred you to have its memoirs. They're a little dry, but it was very wise. It had lived long time, except 7 treasures, of course. If it's avarice that motivates you, I must admit I am myself motivated chiefly by avarice. Forget other rewards, take only the moth. It's watching you. Doesn't remember the flesh it dwelt in. It's spoken often of the sea. Perhaps it would like to travel. I want to take the moth. I really want to take the moth. I'm going to take the moth. Extend a hand. It guides to your wrist like a falcon. The furried scales of its wings are thick as carpet fibers. It smells of wax and frost. Bend your head closer. If you can't hear it speak, perhaps you can read meaning in its wings. You now have one keeper moth. Its wings carried 1,000 years of memories. Few of these memories are good, and we witness the curator's emergence. Tomb colonists do not exactly die. Many end in the grand sanatorium, withering slowly to incessant horror. This is not publicized. A few end in emergence, transforming to a flimsy thing of wings and knowledge, and in ecstasy. The delight of becoming an egg of sorts. This is accounted a grand and vile and tempting sin. Cool. Does that count as officers? Moth. 9 minus 2. So 7. It's better than ours. Kills our hearts even more, but technically it's better. I can't talk to it though. Okay. Oops. Full power again. We go back to London to likely retire after we complete the Song of the Sea, of course. Should be the last one we need. Actually, do one more. We have the fuel, it's not an issue. Perfect. Breath of relief, that's fine. Cool. Okay, first off, how much to upgrade? Purchase a mansion. 10,000. Okay. Farming Scholar. We can get rid of that. Get rid of the relics. Get rid of another relic. Another relic. Another relic. Judgment's Egg. Oh hey, we got achievement for that. Colossal Flux Core. Wait, perhaps not you. Flux Core. That's annoying. That's kicking me out. 800. 800. Okay, we're above 10,000. So we can get the mansion. Grand Estate. The mansion has fallen on sad times, but your crew got its ship shape. Painted walls, polished floor, rousting out the occasional nest of eye-stealing sorrow spiders. Resting is now more expensive, but very much more effective at reducing terror. Okay. Sell mansion, consider retirement. Cool. Visit the study. Oh yeah, I need a dread surmise. Right, I have to go to London, Republic. Oh, I should have reduced my tear. Whoops. That's fine. We'll just get 2 nightmares instead. Butchery. I know we don't need it, but I reduced my tear by a bit. Should be another one here somewhere. Crab, crab. Dissected. Perfect. I don't have to deal with the canal in any way. All I care about is getting to London. That didn't last me that long. Is it until this drops to nothing? That old fury, a sailor has run mad. She roams the ship, cudgel in hand, smashing comrades in the deck. She cries, he is angry. Oh, he is angry. We can capture her alive. Perhaps you can confine her until the madness passes. Talk her down, shoot her dead. She already killed one man. We'll capture her alive. Barely contained. Your crew brings her down in a shrieking heap. You drag her off below decks. I'm that old fury. She is howling. For a moment in the gleam light, her eyes seem to swell the gray of storm clouds. You succeeded in the Irons challenge. You now have 1 prisoner. You lost 2 crew. You don't have Storm's attention anymore. Okay. Interesting. But more importantly, dread surmise. Okay, no, it's not here. Poor you. Well, it's not this. No, okay. I was wondering if I can get the tear to drop from going between these. If they count as 2 lights, but I guess not. And also it's probably fine to go back now. Because I did take a bit of time doing that. Or maybe not. Dread surmise. Okay. Port report. Oh no. Parliament of Flies. Dread surmise. Oh, it's 9, so I was wrong anyhow. We could sell a Scintillate. And we go back. Back all the way. We can check if there's any crabs too. That counts. I can kill that. I don't really care about picking it up. I just want to kill it for the terror reduction. That one we can do just because it's close. Crab? Crab? No crab? No. No crab. Okay. We have less than 50, so it's not that big of a deal. Perfect. Perfect. And nothing to hide. Oh, we can do the brass assembly. That's right. Embassy. Escort the devilish to the brass embassy. London. Oh, the souls, the souls. I haven't smelt so many since. She inhales, eyes closed, face wrapped. Your hackney carriage approaches the embassy. A discreet arrival. The urbane devil meets you and the devilish by one of the assembly's lesser entrances. He bows, she bows. They chatter together in one of hell's hisses. His hissing, cracking languages and laugh at a shared joke. For a moment, you seem forgotten, but she turns back to thank you? No, to pay you. All shall be well now, she says gleefully, and all manner of things shall be well. You've done a terrible thing, and I'm terribly grateful. Take this. This is a smoldering ruby from the throat of Mount Palmerston. It is scorching hot from her touch. She chuckles fondly as you juggle it hastily from hand to hand. Perhaps I'll see you again. You're so much fun. Cool. 1 captivating treasure, 2 secrets. Put the prisoner ashore. Sell it to an orphanage. Sure. Gain 100 echoes. Lost 1 prisoner. Whatever. Okay, lodging. Visit study. Wait, why can't I complete this? I need 1 Z story. Well. We know where to get those, at least. Should have picked up that. Squid. Jellyfish, I know. Also, our terror is over 50 again. Because we got that captivating treasure. That's a crab, but we can kill it anyhow. Now, jellyfish. Here you are. Down. Disperse. 77. Okay. Go back. And we're at 44 tear. Oh, it doesn't use a fuel barrel. I thought it did. No. Okay. Good to know. Bit late to know that, but... Go. Do this again. It's great. Your lodging. Study. There we go. A final draft. You labor mightily, and a stack of pages rewards your labor. Regard it with pride. It is all your voyages condensed into a handily foldable format. Your publisher suggests an epigraph for you. From the latest amended Bible to emerge from Saint Cyrax College. The waters were gathered together. The floods slept in the sun's blindness, and the depth rose like the moon in the light at the edge of the sea. Lost everything. You now have one Song of the Sea. For this, they will all remember you. Lost. I can make another Shrine of Stone. Yeah. Cool. And now... Oh, calling card. A smoky flack of hand-lettered vellum. The wistful Devilish has come to visit. She is as elegant as ever. A little careworn, though. You almost think she looks older, but she will never look older. I miss the peace of that place, she says. Palmerston, there was a little wind that walked in the gray grass on the mountain slope. It carried the smell of ashes. I hated it, because it reminded me of home. But now I wake and I think I hear it. At the convention, I had a purpose. We were going to destroy so many things. I lost faith in that purpose, but I have no more faith here. I should never have made you bring me here. Do we do sympathy for the Devilish, consoler, as best you can. No sympathy for the Devilish. All of her problems, every single one, are problems of her own making. Tell her to straighten her back and stop moping. Marriage proposal for the Devilish. Do you have feelings for her? Or is this a strategy on your part? No. Offer to take her back to Palmerston, if that's what she wants. No, sympathy. Caustic tears. Her tears make a singed wreck of your handkerchief. It's fortunate that she isn't actually weeping on your shoulder. I don't have a home, she snuffles. I can't have a home. I should never have been hatched. You pat her consolingly and wait for her to finish. It takes a while. She seems embarrassed when she leaves, irritated even as if she blames you. The remnants of the handkerchief are oddly beautiful. Actually, like a singed snowflake. You can probably auction it. Cool. One outlandish artifact. Consider retirement. Victory. Retire to a life of fame. You've written the Song of the Z, an epic and comprehensive artistic response to the black unknowns of the Neath. It will stand the test of time. Perhaps if anyone betters it, you can have them disposed of. Fame and fortune. You are acclaimed as the prophet of the Undersea. Your work inspires a whole generation of new captains to risk their ships, crew, and selves against the unknown rewards of the dark water. Poets and scholars queue to consult you. Your secretary will juggle dinner invitations for years to come. You're at the summit of London's social order. Your crew, of course, is not. They are bit players. Crowd scenes even. Perhaps you keep in touch with them, help them with loans, or comfort. Or comfort when their own schemes fail. Perhaps you're content on your lonely pinnacle? Your captain's career is complete. You now have a trophy, an autographed copy of the Song of the Z. You gain 5 pages. You gain 5 hearts. Choose a legacy to preserve something for your next captain. Ah. Okay. Soren retired October 7th, 1891. A joyous conclusion. You are claimed as the prophet of the Undersea. Oh, that's the same. Cool. So we got an ironclad will. Your next character inherits your lodging, along with any heirlooms you've stored there. You got a Scion. This time, you can choose 2 legacies. Dreamer Red, increasing your starting hearts by 25. Interesting. So you were Soren's. Retain 50% of their iron value in 1 weapon. I feel like that's a good one to have. Of course, the Memento Mori. Half their money. Half their veils. Half their heart. And their chart. Shipmate. Salvage. Mirrors is probably... I didn't have many mirrors. I didn't have many of anything. If I do shipmate, I could do... Oh, that's a lot of shipmates. Okay. I feel like we do pupil. It's a little bit of cash. It's not a whole lot. But it's better than officer or chart, I think. Accept the legacy. Are you sure you want to accept this legacy? Yes. Cool. Quit the title screen. And now, as appropriate, I'm gonna let the credits roll. And I'll probably do a over chat, whatever. Voiceover here. Hey, future Soren here. So, we finished Sunless Sea and completed a fair amount of the quests. I mean, there's still so many. But I am very unlikely to actually continue or play this game again, just because I feels there is so much potential there. And it just feels like it's unfinished. Like, there was so many quest lines where I was just like, oh yeah, this is a really cool concept. Like, I sure hope this goes into, like, something grand. And, like, okay, I do like the bit of, like the vault where they're like, oh yeah, there's this, you know, the giant pit of vipers, and you have to go across this really small bridge to go across, and then it's like, oh yeah, also the vipers are dead, because they never fed them. And this place was built like whatever number of years ago, so snakes don't live all that long. Or I guess I don't think vipers live all that long. Anyhow, but like that's great. That's a perfect thing to do once or twice. Doing that every single time starts becoming really boring. And you have that with like Nanako, where you just like, oh, there's this giant. You get into it, and it's like, okay, well, you can't work as a real mailman because, well, you're not a you've never worked in the postal service, so you're not official. But like, you can help us out, and then you start like building up trust, which, to be fair, they did it really badly because like you can just loop it and doing the exact same operation over and over again, so it feels kind of cheap because there's no actual cost, because everything's paused. There's no food cost, there's no fuel cost, whatever. But that's besides the point. So yeah, you like work up your way, and then it's like, oh hey, we have this really cool like underground area. It's very dangerous. We don't understand it. Ooh, spooky. So like super cool, right? And then you go down there, it's just like, oh yeah, there's just this thing that compels you to deliver mail. That's it. That's all. Which is cool, but like, I feel like it was too big of a build-up for just that. I just felt disappointed. And then, I mean, there are other ones too, of like the visage ceremony. I feel like I want to explore more, and I just didn't seem like there was any more exploring. The weapons just felt like there's like, hey, there's the beginning weapons, there's the middle weapon, and then the end weapon. Like, some of them did like slightly more damage to like crewmates, but like it wasn't realistic to try killing crew and getting their ships. Like I did read somewhere that like you could do that. You can like unman a ship, and then you can take it home for money, which is an interesting concept, but like they didn't have the weapons for you to be able to do that. So there was no it just felt incomplete in that way. Couple other things, like I feel like this submarine area should have had a map. It just felt weird that it didn't. Yeah, I don't know. A lot of it just felt incomplete, and that's kind of the main issue that I had with it. It's a lot of reading too, but I mean that's not necessarily that bad. Also, another thing that kind of annoyed me was just like the gameplay itself wasn't fun. Not that the game wasn't fun, but the gameplay aspects of like moving from port to port, that's fine. It's not, you don't need that to be exciting. But like then it's like, oh, you could get into a fight, but like the fights are really boring. You have like 2 moves, so you're mainly just like bored most of the time, and then like there's not much risk. There's a bit. I mean, if you like, you can risk a little bit more of like changing ships and whatever else, but also I grinded a bit, so there's that. But like, it felt like you had to one way or the other. And it makes sense in like a way of like, oh, you need to survive at the sea. Shouldn't you have some money and backup and stuff like that? Like, and as a sea captain, your job is essentially whatever you want to do, and one of the things that makes sense is making money in some way. So like creating trade routes and stuff like that, but you doing the trade routes, of course, makes sense to do, but also it's just really boring. I feel like there should have been ways of like, okay, so like, yeah, going from what in that world is that place? The Iron Republic to London. Yeah, that makes some money, but it's not too much money. But if you go from like London to the Emperor of Hands and back, that's really far. You should be able to get more items and sell them from there because, like, hey, you're in dangerous territories. But, like, realistically, no, it was still, Iron Republic was still the best option. Well, until we learned that you can cheese Pirate Poet. But that's besides the point. Pirate Poet, I'm perfectly okay with, like, that being a thing. Or being able to cheese that because it's DLC and I don't think it's intentional at all, but like you can manipulate any game, pretty much any game. So like, it's fine. Also there was like other ones where it's like, it felt like the endings would have been boring. Like, okay, so you have your main ending of retiring, but there's also ones of like the North Gate where you can go to this unexplored area with the Curious Collector? No, that wasn't him. Whatever, the guy in London that was buying stuff off of you. You can go with him, and then I was like reading on the wiki, and it just doesn't explain anything. It's just like, oh yeah, game done. That's it. Same with the Zeppelin ending. You can steal the Zeppelin and you head off with it after you complete it for the Emperor of Hands. And yeah, it just ends. It just goes, hey, there's nothing at sea, nothing at sea. Oh, there's land. How done. Like, I feel like that's just potential, a wasted potential. And that's mainly what I felt about this game of like, oh, if the combat was slightly better, it would have been more fun if there was like slightly more mechanics of, like, I'm not even sure what the net did. The one that says a trap caught torpedoes. I'm not sure if it did anything. Like, it might be that it missed more, but I'm not sure. Could not tell you. With flares, also, I didn't find were all that useful. Missiles also didn't feel all that useful because, like, you had to have a whole bunch of them at all times, and they cost money, and that takes away profit and increases risks and stuff like that. So, There were like politics stuff that I probably could have gotten into more, but didn't. Like with the trading the massive gun that we got at the end, the one that blew the hole in the sky, the ceiling. That one I feel like probably could contribute to something. I don't know. Like it changed the sea and you can have like wars, I assume, between them, but it just felt, I don't know, incomplete. Like to that point, when I was getting to that point, like seeing that I could do these things, I just felt like it would have been a waste. Like the ending, like it wouldn't change anything enough that I would care. And that's because of the stories beforehand that were showing that there wasn't anything substantial at the end of them. The story themselves were good, but like the endings never landed in a sense. Same with like Station 3. It's like, oh, this really cool thing, and then like, oh, actually, yeah, you don't actually learn anything about it. It's kind of just unknown, which again, great trope. If you do it a couple times, if you do it everywhere, it just gets really boring very quickly. So yeah, that's one major issue. Some of the balancing was a bit weird too, of like some creatures were just way too strong. Like the birds were insanely strong for no reason. Compared to like the things that were like under, what were those things? Like the spinny things that dealt no damage. And like those feel like should be stronger. I understand the whole thing of like humans are weak in this universe, but the monsters aren't. That's cool. I do like that, and they did keep that everywhere, so that I'll applaud them for. Yeah, I don't know. It's definitely a weird game, and like the roguelike mechanics of like being able, or a new game plus, is just kind of odd because I don't know. After playing it, I don't feel like playing it again. If I died halfway through, I probably would have been either very annoyed to start again and just do a rush ending, or just like not. Just called that canon death and that's it. So I don't know. I wouldn't. I feel like as a rogue mechanic, it just doesn't work. It's like putting a rogue mechanic into, I don't know, Skyrim or something, where you just start again after your 400-hour playthrough. It doesn't. Feels odd. Not that you can't do that. It's just like that as your main mechanic is weird. That's all. Yeah, it's. Main thing I'm hoping for is that Sunless Sky, the kind of sequel, another Fallen London game. There's also Mark of the Rose, which is another Fallen London game, which at some point I'll probably play. I'll also probably play Sunless Sky at some point too. I hope that one's better. And I already saw that, like, from very small, like, trailers of it, that or clippets from the trailers, that the combat's way better, that there's, like, way more types of guns, there's better movement, there's, yeah. So that one I think will be more interesting. Hopefully it actually feels finished. Because this one, yeah, it just felt like they rushed the ending and just... But the ending of everything, which is weird. Yeah, good game, I guess. I just feel like lots of potential. Otherwise, it's a great game. I don't think if you're playing this, playing it to finish is a bad idea. But playing it just to enjoy, and then when you get bored, just stop. I mean, to be fair, that's every game ever, but... or that's my stance on every game ever, but... Yeah, I don't know. Maybe you enjoy it. There's still a lot to view, a lot to read. It might be better as a book, honestly. that's my stance at this point. It's just like, yeah, it's great, but the gameplay sucks. So maybe just take it as a book. Just start reading the wiki. It might be more fun. Other than the wiki's a pain to navigate, so maybe not that. Anyhow, I think that's about all my time I have left, so I'm gonna leave it up to the credits, finish those up, and thank you so much for watching, and see you on the next playthrough, whatever it is, whatever the next long one is. I don't know, I haven't figured that out yet. But yeah, thanks for watching. See you next time.